Hey, what's up, YouTube family? Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm gonna focus on the road while I'm walking, but I'm doing some test streams because I want to get everything dialed in for the upcoming season. I want to make sure, like you see on the screen, everything is displaying right. Trying some different apps. Won't get into all the frustrations about all the different apps, and some do some things, some do other things, and none of them do everything. So I'm going to do some of these test streams, well in advance of the season. So when it comes time to capture the really important stuff, we got everything dialed in. But I also wanted to take this time to let you know, tomorrow we've got a new podcast episode dropping about Coach Swasey, which I think is really cool. It's like a deep dive into all the research that we were possibly able to do on Coach Swasey. It's going to be a cool episode. Then after that, we're going to do like a State of the Buffs type episode where we're basically just going to catch up on everything kind of up to this point. And we've got the My 60-Pound Body Transformation Thanks to Coach Prime video coming up as well. We launched the website, loveandliberty.com. So if you haven't been on loveandliberty.com, check it out. It's just kind of new, so let us know what you think, what should be there, what shouldn't be there, all that good stuff. And you can find the podcast on Spotify from loveandliberty.com. You can sign up for the mailing list on loveandliberty.com. And trying to make sure I got my chat turned on. But yeah, so tomorrow, Coach Swasey podcast episode dropping. Shortly after that, it will be the first of many in a fitness series. And if you're interested in transforming where you're at right now, or I should say, if you're happy with where you're at, just ignore this. Good for you. But if you're looking to switch something up, jump on the mailing list at loveandliberty.com, and we're going to take a small group of people completely for free who want to transform their bodies over the next 6 months and work together, document the story, and show everybody else on the channel how to do it for free. Because it really just comes down to science. And I'm not going to get too much into it right now. I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody has any, but otherwise just stay tuned for that video. So let me give you guys some shots of the mountains. It's sunset. This is North Boulder Park. And North Boulder Park has the public fitness park that you can see. Hopefully in the thumbnail, there's a problem with this app. I set up the description, I set up the thumbnail, and then when I went to start the broadcast, it was all deleted because of this app. It was there on YouTube's end, but again, we're just trying to figure out which apps to use before the season starts so we don't have any hiccups. We have everything dialed in, and you guys get the best footage of all the Buffs events this year possible. So again, this is North Boulder Park. I'm going to show you guys the foothills when we walk down a little bit further. Ooh, I'm in water. Hello. Got some semi-waterproof shoes on, so let me get out of the water. All right. Where was I? Okay, so tomorrow we got the Coach Swasey podcast dropping. Deep dive on Coach Swasey. I think that Coach Swasey is going to be one of the just aces up our sleeve, but can't even call it up our sleeve. Once you do a deep dive on Coach Swasey, you find out that everybody knows. Everybody who knows about Coach Swasey knows. His story is extremely interesting. I'm looking forward to bringing that to you guys tomorrow. And again, loveandliberty.com is live. If you're interested in transforming your body over the next 6 months and you're willing to document it, to let others learn from it, I'm going to be helping a small group of people, documenting the story, showing everybody how I lost 60 pounds, how you can lose or gain whatever you want. And if you're happy with where you are, even better. But for those who want a change up or down and haven't quite figured it out yet, I think this series is going to help a lot, because it's not trying to sell you anything. It's no fads. It's no gimmicks. It is tried and true, pure science. And that makes it both easy and hard. Like, the easy and hard of it is weighing and tracking your food. And I tell people, you do it for the same reason you brush your teeth. And once I show you how to do it in a way that doesn't overcomplicate your life, it'll be about as inconvenient as brushing your teeth, but it will give you the ability over time to transform your body to whatever you want it to be. Exercise is not required. Exercise is for people who want to build strength, muscle size, or endurance. It has nothing to do with losing weight. The only thing that it has to do with losing weight is that if you burn extra calories in a day, you can eat some more calories, but really they're separate, if that makes sense. Like, you never have to work out, and you could go from any weight down to any weight with a calorie deficit. And then the key is doing it in a way that your body is okay with. If you do too much at one time or too little at one time, your body doesn't like it. So we're going to break all of it down in a series for free, simply to show you all what I learned over the year that Coach Prime inspired me to lose 60 pounds. And see, Mansa Musa, I love this. Your traffic's going to pick up when the season starts. People just don't know about this channel. Hey, it's all good. You know, I've been kind of chilling for a while, not making videos in the off season, but I've been scheming and strategizing, and we've got so much content coming up. It's going to be hard to miss. You know, we're just getting started, and this stream is to test different apps for the season. Basically, I want to make sure that when the season starts, we have the apps dialed in, we have the templates dialed in, like you see on the screen now. It's a bit jacked up, you know, but we're going to hash these errors out before, you know, it's the pep rally or the pregame warm-ups on the field or the buff walks or all that stuff that you guys really want to see. Hopefully we'll get some awesome interviews this year. Like, we got the Nike interview with Shador last year. It was huge. It got like 45,000 views or something. Just really cool stuff going on this year. And tomorrow we've got a podcast all about Coach Swasey. If you don't know Coach Swasey, let me switch the camera here. If you don't know Coach Swasey, you will tomorrow. Check out loveandliberty.com. You can subscribe to the podcast on Spotify. Make sure you don't miss it. It will also be in video form on YouTube, so you can see it here. But we're going to do a deep dive on Coach Swasey. And man, I learned a lot. I can't wait to share it with you guys. That man, if you know, then you already know. But I didn't know, so I know a lot of other people don't know, or I knew half the story. You know, I knew some headlines, but I literally found everything on the internet that I could about Coach Swasey and distilled it all down for you guys. And it's going to be dropping tomorrow. Ball Talk Shooter, my boy, how's it going? It's going good, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. How you feeling about this season? So let's talk about that before I get into some Nordic curls. So what is it? Steele from ESPN, is his name Jason or Peter? I can't remember what his name is. He said Colorado's got the 17th hardest schedule, 17th most difficult schedule in the country of all the teams. I mean, if you look at the schedule, other than Delaware and Wyoming, there's very few gimmies. I mean, are they going to win a bunch? Oh yeah. Man, but am I ready to put a number on it? No, not yet. But I do think that this year is going to kind of blow people away. I think the offensive lines and defensive lines this year in Boulder are maybe going to be some of the best the Buffaloes have ever had in history. Offensive and defensive line. And I can't wait to see what that looks like. All right, y'all, let's get some Nordic curls in, and then we'll chat some more. Let me show y'all what these look like and why I have to do them here. I can't do these at my house. There's no way really well, there are some ways with dumbbells, but this is the easiest way for me to get some hamstring work in. And I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Ball Talk Shooter. Ha, Swasey would be proud right now. That's what I'm saying, man. I got inspired by Coach Sims and all them last year. Let me switch the camera around. This time last year, well, earlier, watching the well-off videos, and I'm going to talk about all this in my video, but watching the well-off videos in the weight room, you know, if you watch my last one of these, I was an athlete all my life. I was in shape all my life. 10 years of corporate America wrecked me. You can see the picture in my posts of what it did to me and my get back. And now seeing Coach Swasey and learning about Coach Swasey makes me want to take it to a whole nother level. You already know I'm trying to be the fittest buff YouTuber. I saw Big Dog Chico today because he saw my last live stream at the park, and he was live streaming a workout today. And I said, "Oh, you're coming for my throne of the fittest buff YouTuber." And he said, "Whoa now," you know. So, hey man, but that's what makes this community awesome, is we can all inspire each other. The way Coach Prime has inspired most all of us, the way he inspires the players, the way Coach Sims and the guys inspired me last year, the way that Coach Swasey and all the new guys are raising the bar this year. And no offense to last season whatsoever, but it does look like the bar is being raised. And we're going to get into that tomorrow on the podcast. It's going to be a deep dive into Coach Adreu Swasey. It will be dropping tomorrow. Don't miss it. Check out loveandliberty.com if you want to get on our mailing list. Also, you can send me a message there if you want to be part of the small group. We're going to help transform their body over the next 6 months for free, as long as you will let us document the process with the channel so that everybody can learn from our success, from your success, so that everybody thinks you need to buy something, but you don't need to buy anything. You just need the right knowledge in your brain. And I thought after 30 years of being an athlete, my dad was a professional trainer for the Colts and the Pacers. I had my first heart rate monitor in like 2002 or something, nobody even knew that heart rate monitors were a thing. Smartphones weren't out. They connected to a watch that it came with. But I thought I knew fitness. But in 2025, the bar has been raised. There is so much knowledge out there. I'm going to teach you guys how to use AI to make your own recipes. You don't have to eat a weird diet. You can eat whatever you want if you know what the protein, fats, and carbs are. If you know what the calories are. We're not going to get into that now. We're going to talk about it in a whole video series, but that's what's coming up. And then, of course, all the live buff events. And that's what today is about, is to get these. There's a whole bunch of different streaming apps I can use. None of them do everything that we want. They all are different pieces, and it's very frustrating. Somebody needs to make an app that does everything. And I can get into later, what that is. But like this app, for instance, this app is very crucial because it's one of the only ones that I can tell the app, I can say, hey, I want to stream in 1080p. But if the service goes down, like when a whole bunch of people start showing up at the game or the stadium or whatever, if the service drops, go ahead and drop it to 720 resolution, but without messing up the stream. And this app allows you to do that. This app will not let me load custom music that I made for you guys into it, so that when we're around commercial music, or anytime I need to mute the mic, I want to be able to play. I could play anything for you guys if I could load files, and this app won't let me do that. The other apps that do let you do that make you choose from the beginning between 1080 or 720, and there's no going back and forth. Anyway, we're working out those kinks. All right, I'm gonna get another set of Nordic Curls in, and sorry, there was like a cop walking on the other side of the park and somebody else talking on this side. I'm trying to make sure I'm not ignoring anything that I shouldn't be. But all right, guys, I'm gonna do another set of Nordic Curls and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Okay. Catch my breath. Okay, yeah. Only got 2 sets of the Nordic curls today because at home, what I did today was dumbbell squats. After dumbbell squats, I did walking lunges with dumbbells. After the walking lunges, I did Romanian deadlifts with the dumbbells. After the Romanian deadlifts, did single leg calf raises with the dumbbells. And so all of that I could do at home, but the hamstring stuff, I really need the park. It's hard to isolate hamstring curls at home unless you have the right equipment. All I have is 2 adjustable dumbbells, a weight bench, and that park that you guys just saw. But like I was telling you earlier, exercise is completely separate from losing weight. The only way that they're related is if you're losing weight the right way, you're counting your calories and you know how many calories you're supposed to eat. And if you work out, you get to eat a little more calories that day to tread water or to lose or whatever. But you do not have to exercise. If you don't exercise, you just eat a little less calories. I'm going to show you how to figure out your exact daily calorie needs and your protein, fat, and carb needs using AI. And I'm going to do, it's obviously going to be for free. It's to help the community. We're going to do a series helping other people transform their bodies the way that I did last year, losing 60 pounds. Again, exercise is optional. You can eat whatever you want as long as you track it and you weigh it. And people say, I don't want to weigh my food. I don't want to track my food. The thing is, it's as easy or hard as that. You can do all the fad diets do is they trick you into a calorie deficit. They say if you only eat these kind of foods, you're just going to end up finding yourself in a calorie deficit. But that doesn't work for everybody. Like for me, I wanted to be able to eat whatever I wanted. I just wanted to know how much can I have. I still want a cheeseburger. How much can I have? Should I, okay, sometimes I eat a cheeseburger and I'm going to have to, instead of having fries, have some reduced fat potato chips. Things like that. But you are in control and no foods are off limit. You can use AI to customize recipes for anything. And you can use AI to customize recipes to the equipment that you already own. So you can say, I'm going to show you guys how to do all of this step by step for free. We're just going to pass it on, share it with the community. But you can tell AI, hey, this is what I have to cook with. I only have a microwave, or I have a stove, or I have a camp stove, or I have a full 5-star gourmet kitchen. Whatever you've got, whatever kind of recipes, you can have zero experience cooking and AI will teach you. And the point is, even if you're eating out, you can take pictures of your food and AI will give you a very close estimate of the calorie and macro breakdown for, I was going to say McDonald's, but McDonald's actually has all their nutrition information. But say you go out to a nice restaurant, you get a steak, a baked potato, some asparagus, a salad with ranch dressing, whatever. You take a picture of that, you put it into AI, and it says, hey, here's the calories, here's the macros, and now it's easy to track. And you do it for the same reason you brush your teeth if you're not already happy with where you are. Because if you're happy with where you are, keep doing what you're doing. If you want to change and you just haven't figured out what you need to do to make it stick, to make it habit, to make it life, to make it forever, if you just haven't figured that out yet, stay with us because that was me. And For me, the answer was science. And science says there are no rules. You can eat candy, you can eat pizza, you can eat burgers. But if you track it and weigh it, you'll know, oh, I ate a bag of candy. I really can't eat anything else today, you know? So you can make that choice. And that's extreme. That will never happen. But you will see that a bag of candy is worth about a pound of mashed potatoes. So you see what I'm saying? Like, am I going to get more full off the pound of mashed potatoes or the bag of candy? But I get to make that choice. And it's not like, okay, you can't eat candy, you've got to eat this. The choices are limitless. And AI will help you, I will help you, we will help each other as a thanks for the inspiration from Coach Prime, from Bucky making the videos, from all the players being willing to be documented as part of the process and put their grind, you know, on display for everybody to see and be inspired. And, you know, that's what got me. And I'm going to tell you my story in a video. So tomorrow, the Coach Swasey podcast is coming out. Shortly after, I'm going to drop a video starting the fitness playlist of the channel. And I'm going to tell you everything I did. And then we're going to work together to document some of your stories over the next 6 months to show that this will work for anybody, any body type. Exercise is optional. It is not required. Exercise is if you want to build strength, if you want to build muscle size, or if you want to build endurance. That's all exercise is for. It only comes into weight loss in the sense that on the days you exercise, you get to eat a little more. On the days you walk 10,000 steps, you get to eat a little more. And the real key is weighing and tracking your food. And it sounds boring, but it is as easy and as hard as weighing and tracking your food. Okay, I'm going to weigh and track my food. How do I do it? That's what I'm going to show you in the series. It's just a lot of information. I would tell it all to you, but it's too much. It's a 2-hour sit down. So instead of a 2-hour sit down, we'll do like 8 15-minute videos or something like that. And then you will know everything that I know. And you will know how to get in touch with me if you have any questions. And I think it's going to be really exciting the way it was for me, for people to learn that there are no rules other than know what you put in, know what you take out. Know what you put in. It's the same as a bank account, y'all. And nobody wants to do accounting. Nobody wants to balance their checkbook. You know, so the same way we use computers to make finance easy, we're going to use AI to teach you how to cook, to teach you the best recipes for your palate and the equipment that you have to cook with. So that's coming up after the Coach Swasey podcast tomorrow, which is a deep dive into everything I could learn about Coach Adreu Swasey. And man, it's a good story. It's exciting. There's some things I want to say now. I'm just going to wait till tomorrow. But anyways, Avanti, what's up, Avanti? So yeah, guys, this I'm going to keep doing these, you know, once or twice a week, so that by the time the season comes around, we know which app we're using. We have it dialed in and can make sure that we're using the best of all options for all the iconic moments that are sure to occur this year. Are sure to occur without Shador. Although we wish Shador was still here. Man, you know, all kinds of things I want to talk about. There is another episode besides, so Coach Swasey podcast tomorrow on here or loveandliberty.com. Check out loveandliberty.com. Sign up for the mailing list if you want to be part of the small group that I help transform their bodies over the next 6 months. And if you're not part of that group, you're still going to see the whole process. We're going to drop the videos in real time. We need people who are okay with other people seeing their journey and how I help them learn how to use AI, how to track their calories, all of that. And then if you want to do exercise besides losing or gaining weight. That's just a separate thing we will do at the same time. And they work together, but they really are separate. You do not have to work out 1 minute to lose weight. Literally. It simply is a matter of calories in and calories out. And if you exercise, you get to eat some more calories. If you don't exercise, you eat a little less calories. You will still lose weight at the same rate because there is a healthy rate at which to lose weight where your body acclimates on the way down. If you lose weight too fast, your body's going to rubber band you back because you didn't actually recalibrate your metabolism. To recalibrate your metabolism and have your body say, I'm going to stay at each lower weight that I get to, you need to lose about 1 to 1.5% per week of your body weight and no more than that. Unless when you're starting a diet, people will lose a lot of water weight, some glycogen, stuff like that. We'll talk about all that. We don't have to talk about that now. But over time, we're shooting for 1 to 1.5% of body weight per week. And that's what the human body will accept as lasting change. So the gimmick is it's not fast. It's not do it in a month, do it in 3 months. Even the 60 pounds took me a year. But in 6 months, you can do a lot. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. In 3 months, you start feeling like a different person. In 3 months, you go from being able to walk around the block to being able to walk 2 miles, and you feel like all of the energy that comes from taking that weight off your joints and your heart and your lungs. Anyway, Swasey. I already saw that comment. All right, y'all. If y'all got anything buffs you want to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up pretty soon. I've got the Swasey episode dropping tomorrow, podcast. Shortly after is going to be my weight loss transformation, how Coach Prime helped me lose 60 pounds in a year. After that, we're going to do a comprehensive, 15 or 20 minute boom, 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 like rapid fire, all of the biggest bullet points of Buffs news since we've been gone, catching up to right now. All the player interviews, all the well-off episodes, all the everything. All the pregame shows, all the Dukes, the scoops up, everything. So people who haven't been able to follow that stuff every day can jump in and get caught right up to speed and get ready for this exciting season that we're all about to have, because you guys already know, man, to have Caden Salter and Julian Lewis and probably the best offensive and defensive lines maybe that CU has ever had in history. Could we possibly have the best offensive and defensive lines that we have ever had at CU this year? Very possible. Marshall Falk as our running back coach. Coach Swasey transforming the guys in the weight room. You guys need to listen to the Coach Swasey podcast that we're going to drop tomorrow, because he is one of the most interesting coaches I have ever, other than Coach Prime, he is the most interesting coach I have ever done research on and looked into. I knew a little bit about him and already was very impressed, but after going through every single thing that I could find on him online, oh man, I got a lot to tell you guys about Coach Swasey, and it made me 5 times more excited for the season than I already was. And so we're going to get into all that. You guys check out loveandliberty.com when you get a chance. And this is L&L live in Boulder. We love you guys, YouTube family. Peace out.